Hi Leo, this is your monthly reading for April. If you like this or if it resonates, be sure to like and subscribe. All right, let's get started. So I was sitting in your energy earlier, and in my meditation, what I was getting is that there's like some sort of obstacle right now for you, and that you're trying to find the solution. You feel like it's in your grasp, you feel like it's within your means, but you're being very patient in trying to find a solution to this problem, obstacle. It's something in your way. And I think sometimes you can get a little frustrated and think like this is insurmountable, but really you know better than that. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the Four of Swords, and it's crossed by the Five of Pentacles. I think here lately you haven't been in like the most outgoing, active energy. I think maybe you've been kind of like resting or taking a break, or you've been in like more sedentary energy, less than like go, go, go energy. Well, we just entered into a new cycle here when we entered Aries season. The new astrological new year is now in place, so I think things are going to start speeding up. But whatever this is, with this slower moving energy, the issue is you feel like discluded, or on the outside you feel like maybe like your feelings haven't been taken into account. You don't feel you feel like an outsider, and you're trying to find either your sense of belonging. I think that's what maybe this obstacle is, or I think that you're trying to find like a way back into the warmth, into what feels good. In the recent past, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Hermit. So both of these are major arcana cards, and I think you've been listening to your intuition and in getting into kind of this slower pace sedentary energy. I think that like you had to listen to yourself to really take some downtime, and to listen to like, what do I want? What is my heart desire? Where am I going? So on and so forth. And in the future, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Ten of Wands. I see you moving forward. It's by your own devices that you do this. Like, you decide, okay, I'm gonna kind of like sneak out of this situation. I'm gonna kind of leave the circus. I think that whatever this mountain is to you, this obstacle that's been hard to overcome, it's been difficult, but I think in leaving the circus and stepping away and trying to find because instead of like trying to climb over the mountain, I feel like you're going around it, but it's not an easy feat. I definitely think that you're gonna get there, but it's taxing and it's frustrating, and I feel like this is gonna be like a month of still kind of like maybe speeding up a little bit, but slower moving energy before things really start picking up. And the thing that you don't see coming, we have the Sun card. So there is happiness and fulfillment to be had here, Leo. Like, I think that if you just get a little bit of perspective, I think it could do you a lot of good. And I think that when you do get in these moments of perspective, I think that you're kind of able to look into your situation and realize that you're really in good hands, that it's not so bad after all. But still, there's something that you're trying to achieve here, and I feel like it's frustrating, it's daunting, and it seems like you're not going to get there, but you are. And I think that when you kind of step away, get a little bit of perspective, kind of regain your strength, I think it will surprise you how quickly things come together. In the protagonist energy, we have the King of Wands. This is your energy. This is fire energy. It's Leo, it's Aries, it's Sagittarius. This is you standing in your power. It's you doing your thing. It's you. This is the perspective shift. This is you being able to look down and realize, you know what, like I really am a badass, and things aren't so bad after all, and I really can do this. It may take a little bit of time, but everything's in divine order and things are really working for me. That's on a good day. On a bad day, I feel like you can get in a position where you feel stuck, where you feel kind of isolated, where you feel like whatever you do, you're not really able to propel yourself forward with this Eight of Wands. And but this is just, it's the antagonist energy. This is you on your best day, is you standing in your power and knowing your true worth. You on your worst day is how do I even begin to get around this? How do I begin to surmount this obstacle? How do I begin to get to where I need to be? And I think that sometimes that can cause you a little bit of confusion. In the outcome, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Nine of Wands. So let's take this one by one. With this Page of Swords, this is kind of like it's this new perspective. You're kind of looking at things with like a beginner's perspective. Like what can I learn from this situation? How can this better me? How can this further me? And I think that before you do begin to really make some moves, I see you being in, like, really observing and taking in everything that you possibly can. And with this Ace of Swords, you're having to kind of come to a lot of clarity about what's true for you, about what do I really want? So you being in this Hermit energy and this High Priestess energy, even in the Five of Pentacles energy, which can feel awful in the moment, it's helping you come to a greater sense of clarity about who you are, where your destination is, where your destiny is trying to lead you. And that's really not all that bad. I think that when you look back a few years from now at what stage you're in now, you're going to be like, okay, it was a little bit uncomfortable being there in the moment, but it's kind of like a caterpillar being in the cocoon. I'm sure that caterpillar is really uncomfortable for a little bit, but when he makes his breakthrough, it all kind of makes sense. But right now, while you're in the cocoon, there's this Nine of Wands energy that's a little bit uncomfortable for the time being. I think that you can get tired. I think that you can feel overwhelmed. I think that you can feel like this is an insurmountable obstacle on some days, but it's really not, because there's a lot of truth and clarity and ability that's coming to you. It's just everything takes a little bit of time, especially surmounting great obstacles and achieving anything great, really. Okay, let's get a few more cards. I'm back home, by the way. It feels so good to be back at the beach. Also, I am accepting personal readings at this time, so if that's something that interests you, please feel free to reach out and can set something up. Okay. right. So in the overall energy, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Emperor. I think that there is some issue here about either, we've already addressed momentum or speed, but I think there's some issue about like communication, possibly travel for some of you. And then but I really feel like a lot of it is communication. And somehow this communication is tied in with this Ace of Cups. It's tied in with emotions, with affection, with love. But for right now, you're having, and this is Aries energy, this Emperor, but you're really having to, like I say, kind of, this is the minor arcana, or the court card to the major arcana, and it's both very fiery energy. So I really feel like you're just having to stand in your power right now. You're having to remain like calm and cool and collected. This is a sitting card, it's not a moving card. So I feel like things are going to pick up. I feel like things are going to change. It's right around the corner. And when it does, it's going to bring a lot of happiness and fulfillment. But for right now, you're just kind of having to chill out, take a breather, and really contemplate and evaluate and reflect. All right. Thank you so much. I hope this helps, Leo, and I hope you have a wonderful month. Thanks.